Okay, this is a little demonstration of how I type. I use two different technologies. I use this on-screen keyboard called Keystrokes, and I use different apps on the iPhone. But this is a demonstration of one that I created. Anyway, kind of a brief backstory, real quick, is that a lot of computers have these on-screen keyboards, but they have a regular QWERTY layout, which is not good for typing. So I use this layout called Chubon that I mentioned before, and it's just optimized for better typing when you're using just a mouse cursor or your finger or whatever. But on-screen keyboard is really slow, but at least it lets me use the mouse. I've got my hand on the mouse the whole time, and I can use it. I can click on whatever I need to click on and type something. And I got all these handy buttons for doing stuff with code, um, whatever, clipboard history and different things. So there's benefits to using this on-screen keyboard, but whenever I want to write a lot, then it's too slow. So I have this application I made. It's basically just a PHP server, and it's wrapped in this little GUI right here. And so I just hit the start server button. Server is on. Visit this URL, and I'll just give you a demonstration. Um, I just go to it in Safari, um, but I don't like to use it in Safari because um, there's all those buttons at the bottom in the toolbar, and they sort of get in the way. So fortunately, you can Safari lets you add web pages to your home screen and run them like Chromeless without any of the browser stuff in the way. So that's what I do, and this is what it looks like. And this is just a page, um, just that presents this keyboard made in JavaScript, basically. So I'll just type something. Well, let's see. Ooh. Okay, so that's a lot better. It's a lot faster. Um, it's just for some reason it's less tedious, I think. But so basically, what's happening here is whenever I press a key on the keyboard, it's sending over an AJAX request, basically with the key code value of the key that I pressed, so that on the server side, I'm just executing an Apple script, like a single one line command shell command that runs one line of Apple script that just simulates that key press. And so I'll just do that for every key that gets pressed. Like I just have a JavaScript, like I have a queue in JavaScript that's just like queuing up whenever I hit keys. And as soon as one request gets back, then the client sends over the next request with all the keys that I've pressed in the intervening time. It all happens very fast, and most of the time it's almost instant. It's just over a local network. Um, so that's all good and everything, but and when it works great. But sometimes the server's unreliable. So I'm using PHP's built-in development server to serve this up, and I don't know. I don't know if it's just. I don't know if it's because HTTP or yeah. I mean, I don't know if what am I trying to say? I don't know if this is the right technology to be using. If there's some other network technology that I should be using besides HTTP or what I don't know. But this is just what I knew how to make. But sometimes the server just quits working. I'm not sure why. Um, and I don't know if it can handle it. It can handle all these key presses, and it can even do this interesting stuff like hold down modifier keys. So I can do things like highlight sections of text or send across copy and paste commands. Command C and Command V. But see, I would like to do something like in that black space above the keyboard. I would like maybe to have a trackpad surface to control the mouse with, but I don't know of a way to do that. I don't even know if it's possible. If it is possible to even do that, I don't know if the connection can handle that kind of thing. The way I've got this set up with AJAX requests. So I'm wondering if there's a better technology that I could be using instead to do this. And I guess probably a native app would be better. But I'm wondering if there's anything I can do within the scope of languages I already know. So is there some type of server that I could set up in Python or PHP that that could take requests over the network in a way that would be efficient or whatever. So that's a little demonstration of my homemade little typing solution here, and so hopefully maybe that helps explain it a little bit better. All right, peace out.